Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Thank you very much for joining me for this monstrosity. Look at the size of this. This is probably the biggest board I have ever worked on, most likely. It is disassembled, although the bracket is left on, but that's not a big issue. Let's remove it real quick and let's take a look at the socket. This is 1700, the torture socket. Looks like CPU drop. Oh, and that was a heavy CPU. Yeah, so just CPU drop. The rest, what is this? Yeah, there's a little bit of mangling over there, but it's mainly just this one spot where it looks like CPU dropped. Yeah, that's not quite fixable. I mean, you could try. And look at the size of the V-core. It's crazy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SSDs. 7 SSDs on one board. Crazy. It's amazing. Well, so here's the issue with it. The bigger the board, the more probable it'll start bending and stuff. So we'll see how that's gonna go. But there's a risk, because this is the biggest board I've ever done. So I don't have any data regarding, what's the success rate on the big boards like this. So I guess we'll see. May the torture begin. And I forgot to mention, we got the socket from the customer. So that's pretty cool. And let's see, is it LED free or leaded? Because that's very important, because that's going to decide what profile we're going to use on. The socket is FC and it is LED free. So we're using a standard Foxconn profile on this one. Let's get to it. And we're done. Looks good. Unfortunately, so as I suspected, it's not deformed. It looks okay. So it returned to its original shape, but I couldn't. Normally, I hold it by these two over here and these two over here, right? I want the support to be as close to the socket as possible, because this area is going to heat up the most. But on this one, I couldn't, because the arm won't reach that far over here, and then you know, the board is just too big on this side. So I had to hold it by these two holes, which means when I looked at the board, it was you know what it was, right? You can't really see that. Well, you're going to be able to see that on the, or you did see it on the in the time lapse, how the socket dropped and returned, right? So you can see whether it returned to the original position or not. Probably it did. I don't see any deformations. Everything went okay. I don't know what temperature the socket dropped, but it is nice and solid. It is aligned properly, looking good. Yeah, it's always a little bit farther from this line and sitting on this line. I don't know why, but yeah, the corner is always what I look, and the corner tells me pretty much everything I need to know. Cleanliness, very good. There's a little bit of on the left side over here by the cups, a little bit of sweating, but I don't want to overdo it. It could maybe do a few more minutes in the ultrasonic, but again, the less time you spend in ultrasonic cleaner, the better. So it went okay. No problems there. The least enjoyable socket, but what are you gonna do? But the flux, this is my 559-4, works amazingly. It's still a tiny bit hard to squeeze, but nothing too serious. You just have to that's why this kind of syringe would be easier for it, because you have a lot more strength over here. But it's perfectly fine, and it stays where you put it, so it doesn't flood the socket like all my other blends used to. Which means I didn't get the flux through the hole, and it didn't drop on the heater, which is good, because I already have the stain over there that I need to clean, but it's not coming off. So at least there's no more flux on it. For some reason, those 1700 sockets, they always have the board have a hole in the middle of the socket for some reason. It's not even via, it's just the hole in the board. I have no idea what's up with that, but that's another issue we have to fight again, or something to be aware of when you're actually working on it. That's it. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do appreciate you, and I shall see you guys in the next one.